Hi there. As this podcast goes out, Halloween, 31st of October, is tomorrow. I've talked about Halloween before in the podcast. It's something that we celebrate in the UK. But how about we change things today? Are you ready to dive into the world of ghosts and ghost stories with me? This is definitely something that you will come across as part of British culture. And who knows, it may be part of your culture too. I'm interested to know whether this is something that you talk about in your country or whether it's just a British and American phenomenon. And if you listen to this podcast, you'll find out how ghosts and haunted houses are a problem for estate agents or realtors selling houses in the US, and what they do about it. This podcast will give you insight into this aspect of British and American culture. It'll make sure that you know how the British celebrate Halloween and what we mean when we talk about ghosts and ghost stories. And it'll give you the English vocabulary that you need to understand people's conversation about these things. And hopefully it will be interesting in its own right too. I know it fascinates me, and it will be exercising the English part of your brain, and that's what we do with Adept English. Stick around until the end of this podcast and I'll talk about a real-life story uncovered by a UK TV series about ghosts that might just send shivers down your spine. If you're finding our podcast helpful for your English learning journey, you should definitely check out our free course, The 7 Rules of Adept English. This free course really helps you understand the process of language learning and how you arrive at fluency. What helps and what doesn't help, why you make progress and why you don't make progress. Without this knowledge, learning English could take much longer, but help is here. It's all in the 7 Rules of Adept English course. So go to our website and our courses page to find out more. And remember, this is a free course, so what have you got to lose? You probably know what Halloween is, I think. That's Halloween, Halloween. It's the festival that happens on the 31st of October, and we celebrate by carving or cutting pumpkins. That's Pumpkins. A pumpkin is a big orange vegetable, although I'm sure someone's going to message and say, no, it's a fruit because it's got seeds. We cut out the middle of the pumpkin and then we carve holes in the side to make a face. So that when you put a lit candle inside, it makes a Halloween lantern. That's Lantern. And this is meant to scare away the evil spirits. Another Halloween tradition is that children go trick-or-treating. This means that they dress up in Halloween costumes, witches, ghosts, zombies, whatever you like, and then they go and knock on people's front doors and they say trick or treat. This means either the children will play a trick on you, like putting eggs or flour on your car, or you give them a treat in the form of a sweet or a lollipop. Most people prefer the treat option, and it's really rather unpopular and perhaps seen as unsociable to play tricks. If your house is one that welcomes trick-or-treaters on the 31st of October, then the tradition is you put a lit pumpkin lantern outside on your doorstep to show that you're willing to hand out sweets and join in.